Action News Jack's Ben Becker joins us now in the studio. He's breaking all this down, and Ben, the suspects are accused of targeting Robert Tebow for money after he was seeking medical treatment.
That's right, and JSO has a special unit investigating this case. So this is what's happening. It all started with a trip to a doctor's office for Robert Tebow and ended with 2 arrests after an undercover sting operation. These are mugshots of 37-year-old Laura Alves Marciano and 35-year-old Diego Alves Marciano Casiniak. According to this JSO arrest warrant, the couple tried to extort $120,000 from a man with the initials RT. I have learned from multiple law enforcement and legal sources, RT is 75-year-old Robert Tebow, the father of University of Florida football legend Tim Tebow. Robert Tebow is currently the founder and ministry leader of the Bob Tebow Evangelistic Association based in Jacksonville. This is body camera video of the couple as they were arrested on that JSO warrant by Flagler County deputies at their Palm Coast home on February 24th.
We're going to explain everything to you. For now, I just need you to turn around, put your hands on your back.
For what?
This warrant says in the spring of 2022, Robert Tebow visited a doctor's office within Duval County to inquire about receiving a treatment. After waiting for an extended period of time and not being seen, he left the office. Action News Jax isn't reporting the nature of the treatment to protect Tebow's privacy. A few months later, Tebow was contacted by Laura Cafiero, who's also known as Alves Marciano, who explained that she had a, quote, new treatment and offered to come to his residence for a demonstration. She eventually performed 2 treatments at his home while Marciano Casiniak waited outside. Cafiero then told Tebow that if he wished to continue, he would need to pay $7,500, which would include regular treatments for the year. He agreed, and his wife PT, who was present for both treatments, gave Cafiero a personal check for the amount. PT are the same initials of Robert Tebow's wife, Pamela Tebow.
So there's a relationship that is initiated by the con artist.
Dale Carson is Action News Jack's law and safety expert.
There's a level of trust involved. That trust, of course, vaporizes ultimately.
Over the next several months, Tebow attempted to contact Cafiero, but she continued to give excuses that she couldn't meet. Eventually, in late September 2022, Cafiero told Tebow to send her videos that she could see if there was any progress. On October 25, 2022, Marciano Casiniak contacted Robert Tebow and began threatening that if he did not pay him $120,000, he would release the videos. Tebow then pled with the suspect, who eventually agreed to lower the amount and texted him bank account and routing numbers. Tebow did not send the money, and after speaking with friends, contacted the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. Undercover investigators began communicating with the suspects via phone and posed as the victim's son, although sources tell me they didn't pose as Tim Tebow, but another brother. During the conversation, the suspect agreed to accept $21,615 for deleting the videos. Now both are charged with extortion, while Alves Marciano faces an additional charge of unlicensed practices of a healthcare professional.
Well, that doesn't make sense because we are licensed. We are licensed, like real license for medical practice. I worked for a doctor for 4 years doing treatments for sound wave for pain.
I found the LinkedIn profile for Alves Marciano under her previously married name of Poposky. She claims she owns a business called L&M Services, although I couldn't find any record of it. She also claims she received an associate degree in medicine from Daytona State College and worked in billing at Florida Hospital Flagler, now known as Advent Health Palm Coast, from 2012 to 2014. I went to the suspect's home, but there was no answer. As for Carson, victims like Robert Tebow can be vulnerable to those with bad intentions.
You believe them. You want to believe them. You may even need to believe them because of your own position, the way you view the world. So they use that against you. It's being used against you, and they're just very effective at it.
Now, I made numerous attempts to get comment from Robert Tebow, the Tim Tebow Foundation, and a Tebow business associate, but didn't get a response. The suspects are due in court on March the 16th. Now, if you're ever a victim of extortion or blackmail, contact JSO at 904-630-0500. In addition, there are resources for crime victims on the Florida Attorney General's website. For coverage you can count on, Ben Becker, Action News Jax.